men. One to my extreme right is the Reverend Yao Danso, who is the chairman of the Tema Local Council of Churches. And next to me is the Queen herself. Kafu, it's good to see you again, you know.
Yeah, good to
It looks like you're the only Queen I see working very hard. It's good to have you, Kafu.
Thank you.
And then on my left is Dr. Larry Kumson. He is the executive director of ZAP Energy Ghana Limited, a supporting professional for Environmental Health Club. He's participating in Kafu's project after her win of Miss Excel Plus. Good morning, gentlemen and lady.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, before we get talking, let me remind everybody that this segment is made possible by kindness of Airtel. Airtel, feel free, and with support coming from Everpure drinking water. My name, as always, is Atotex, and it's a delight to have you join us this morning. Kafi, first and foremost, you dear, since you are my baby, where is Na?
Nah. Nice around. Just that she's writing her exams, so yeah, she wasn't able to come.
Okay, if you don't know who Na is, Na was the young lady who caught my eye the last time Kafi was here to tell us about her project, and she's here again this time around to talk to us more about her project. Okay, first and foremost, what is the latest in your project?
Well, latest is that I have been able to work with the churches. Like I said in previously that I was going to work with religious bodies. Okay, I've been able to achieve that with the Christian community, and then with the school to school campaign, I told you, yeah, I've been able to hold some few seminars with school, and the latest was with DEX Educational Institute. Like I said, yeah, it was on the same global warming. Yeah, that is what I have been able to achieve for now, working on the Christian communities and then just moving on.
Wow. Hey, so it means you're indeed working very hard. See, you'll
It's
be,
a very
you'll
huge
be
task,
very, you'll
and
be
then-
very slim by the time you're done. No, but I'm just pulling your legs. Reverend, being a part of this, tell us, what has global warming, become? Why has it become a concern for the society anyway?
It's become a concern for the society because it affects all of us. It's affecting our climate, it's affecting our environment, and it's creating a lot of problems for us. Now, if you've been listening to what is happening in the world, there are a lot of extreme weather patterns. Very cold in the north and very hot. One day there is a lot of rain here, the next day there's a bushfire.
Yeah.
And it's a worry. Now, according to the scientists, the CO2 emissions is about 300% over the norm average.
Wow.
And that is a cause for worry.
You see.
Right? These greenhouse effects, they are destroying our environment for us. And if we don't take care and talk about it, a time will come when our beautiful earth will be destroyed.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's an important, it's it's a very cause of concern. And in Ghana, we are not talking about it. Seems nothing is happening, but it is affecting us. The ice in Alaska and all the other places are melting. Now Kilimanjaro, there's no ice more in Kilimanjaro.
Wow.
40% of the ice in Himalayas is now depleting. It's gone. Lake Chad is dried up. It should be a cause for concern. And if all the ice melts and there's more water in the sea, then there'll be floods. And what is happening to our coastal lines, Keta and all the others, is it's a result of this global warming. So it's something which we need to think about and talk about, because we are in trouble.
Indeed, we are in trouble. If you're wondering why there's so much concern, it's just because it affects us as people, and we need someone to, lead us in creating the awareness when it comes to some of these things. And as you can see, Kafui, the queen of Miss Excel Plus, is doing just that, and she's getting support from all these people. Coming to you, Dr. Kumsen, tell us, what is energy use and its relation to global warming?
Right. Energy use, yes. It's kind of easy because I think we use energy on a daily basis, yes, but we really have to understand what really the terms are. Energy use is just, and energy is an entity of physical essence that it really enables us to do work, yes. I always have to cast my mind back to the origins. Can you even imagine what might have happened to Adam and Eve on their first night? I mean, how did they go through the night? The darkness all around them, and how could they have really made it forward? So you think about need somewhere. So then man would then have to now think about how to really solve the need.
Yeah.
So for instance, the primitive man decided to strike some special kind of rocks together, and then they created light somewhere.
Yeah.
And then they started living with the light. Then think about, okay, fine, how can we heat water with this? Because you can feel some heat. So I guess it's a kind of a build on from why we see a need, try to meet the need, and then we use energy to do that. For instance, the person who came with the incandescent bulb, these days we have more sophisticated bulbs now, but the person who started with the incandescent bulb saw that he could pass electricity through some tungsten element, and then it will glow in some bulb somewhere, and then it became light. And this is the way we have all moved on. So it looks like the world has really moved on with the search for use of energy. But I think that we need to use sustainable energy, because in our search, I think we've moved through wrong-headed directions. We have created more carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, which is affecting affecting our environment, as our brethren is saying. You see, what has happened is that when you have a lot of these greenhouse gases, what has happened is, if light comes from the sun and shines on the earth, it goes back. There are some radiations that go back, and this goes in the form of infrared radiations. And these infrared radiations are not in the visible range, so you don't see it, but they have to go back. But unfortunately, because of these greenhouse gases, they are forced back to us. And this is what has caused this warming business. So the more we engage in activities that create a lot of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, the more we get this warming going on. And that is why these changes are occurring. Our concern is, as much as possible, creating awareness to reduce these activities, so that at least we can get a fair amount of cooling on the earth. And that is what we are all asking for at this stage.
Wow.
So we got to be some kind of a shift of paradigm, or shift of lifestyle in the use of energy. But unfortunately, it hasn't been so. Honestly, because if I have a little time, I'll probably speak through about how even the world has now moved to the use of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels has really done us so much bad than we know. But unfortunately, that's what we also have. So we want to go with it. But maybe at some point we'll probably talk about it when we get on with it.
Sure. Thanks for the enlightenment in all of that. Kafi, tell us, now that you've been able to reach the schools and the churches, what's next for you?
Okay. Up next, I would now reach for the Islamic community as well, as part of the religious bodies. Reach out to the traditional leaders. Previously, I don't know if you can still remember, because I made mention of which, yes. And then gladly successfully getting some of them on board, trying to reach out to businesses as well, and then continue with some schools, because I would want to get to the tertiary level, involve all of them as well. So that is what I intend doing, like visiting the mosques, the other schools that we haven't been to, traditional leaders, both the remote and then those in the well-known areas, so that we can just create the awareness there. Everybody is supposed to get involved. So every corner, all families, we are involving families as well, not just schools and organizations, homes, families, because if we take them from the houses, they get to teach their children from home, even before they start going to school. Understand? So it's best we target everybody, families, schools, businesses, the Islamic communities, and all, so that nobody is left out.
Wow, that is a lot of information there. Thank you very much, Kafi. At this moment, I'm just going to invite Abigail to join us, and then we round up the English segment. Then we hand over to Efo Gameli, who is well seated. Abby, join me, and then so as she makes her way, Saturday, 19th of March is Abigail's birthday. She is going to be celebrating her birthday, just like I did last week. Abby, happy birthday in advance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where's Nee?
I don't know.
Anyway, okay, so quickly, let me just say happy birthday also to Kwame George Agwazi of Zoom Lion Tema. Today is your birthday. Chris Togba of TV Obis here in GBC. Today is your birthday also. And Mr. Yao Apalu of the technical department is your birthday also. Any final words?
Oh, well,
I want to say good morning to all special people out there. I want to say good morning to my parents, Reverend Moses Yarisari Labi and Madam Elizabeth Porter. Good morning and have a nice day.
I also want to say thank you to GTV for always being there, giving me the platform to be able to update my status almost every time. To the Tema Ministers Organization, to the Tema Local Council of Churches, GTP, to ZAP Energy, everybody that is making this project a successful one. I want to thank, and then Environmental Health Club, they are sponsoring my project. They are the project coordinators. So I just want to thank them very much. They are doing a very wonderful job.
Okay, final words.
Right. What can I say? We don't just do the talking. I think we also have to do. We need to be examples.
Yeah.
You know, we don't just say, okay, fine, move away from alternative. We need to move away from conventional energy and then go to more alternative forms that are more sustainable. What we want to do is that we want to make them available in this country. We want to turn our attention to the sun and the wind, which is more green, and that is why we are here. And so we thank you.
Okay. All right. So that sums it all up for this morning's English segment. And at this moment, I hand over directly to Efo Gabele. Efo Merekwefan. Okay. And good morning to you, Tina Bennett. I know you're watching, and Al Hassan of Gambaga Information Service Department. Have a good morning, all of you.
Redemption to music.